Hey there, legendary souls. Welcome back to Unconventional Counseling. So, today, yet again, I'm continuing the conversation. And I just had a conversation where a hot take that I have about the devil and about God came up. I grew up in a Christian household and I actually studied the Bible for a number of years, especially in like reconciling with and understanding the fact that I was queer. And there are clear verses in the Bible that say that it's not okay to be queer. God and I are good, but the people who wrote the Bible were not good because there were people who who poured into that text and who edited that text over a number of centuries who truly are homophobic and transphobic and sexist. So they and I were not good. However, this conversation that I just had about God and the devil, I just wanted to share a few of the thoughts that I have because I feel like it. So, there is this belief, sense that God, and especially Christian God, but also the God of Islam and the God of, Judaism to some extent, is angry and vengeful and is kind of like a toxic, super all powerful Santa Claus and is checking the list of who's naughty, right? This is the concept that we have. We also have this concept that this energy is male. So it adds to the fear that connects to toxic masculinity, to white supremacy, and to men. All of this is not coincidental, right? All of these things. And yet, that, I believe, were is a concept that people who wanted to see themselves in God and also wanted a lot of distance from God created. They added emotions, which are very human, like anger and vengeance and spite, and they mapped it onto this figure. They added a gender, maleness, masculinity, and energy of a gender. And they created and crafted this archetype over years and years and years. And anytime anything happened in their communities, in their world, they said, "See, look, God is punishing you. God don't like ugly." You heard that phrase? Yeah. People like to map onto this energy and continue to massage in this idea of what God and who God is. The thing about God is, one of the many, many things about God, is that we can't actually contain the force and magnitude of this divine essence. We can't possibly understand truly, fully, and deeply how much benevolence, how much justice, how much love, how much compassion there is in this being. So put that on the side. And then the devil. Rah. Oh boy. I could say so much about the devil, the archetype of the devil. I could say so much. I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet because that's what I feel like doing right now. And my concept of the archetype of the devil, one aspect of it, if you can hear this background noise, this is an aspect of it. It's chaos, it's noise, it's friction, it's distraction. Distraction, noise, and chaos is not inherently evil. We believe it is because we're the ones who get frustrated by it. We're the ones who see it as an obstacle to what we want to create and what we want to do. We're the ones who are thwarted by it. We're the ones who are making up stories about it and through it and in it. The thing is, though, I believe that a lot of the evil that manifests in this world is through the hands of humans. Oftentimes, unconscious humans, humans that are not awake to their own power, to their own agency, humans who are allowing themselves to be used or possessed by their own vices, by their own limiting beliefs, by by the propaganda that's given really to us all, truly. So people are like being indoctrinated in sort of cultish sort of spaces because the thing that they truly need, belongingness, connection, community, is most profoundly found within themselves, within their spiritual community, their connection to the divine, and then to other people who are also connected to themselves and connected to the divine. But we as humans, we have free will, so we can find the, what's it called? What's that word? It is Mercury retrograde. Give me a moment. The off-brand, the discount. There's a word. You know what I mean, but that word, whatever that word is. We can get the bargain bin, byproduct of true community in cultish behaviors. We can get the bottom of the barrel, not all the way gonna hold up, gonna fall apart after 2 days type of connection. And we can say, yeah, this is exactly what I need. And we can build a whole life around that shit. And that is the thing that I truly believe that we're speaking to when we talk about the archetype of the devil. It's the chaos, it's the disconnection from self and the disconnection from the divine. However, we cannot ever actually be truly disconnected from the divine. So it's a whole thing. You get it if you get it, you don't if you don't, but you hear what I'm saying, right? We don't actually have to be afraid of the devil. We don't actually even have to be afraid of God. We are stardust, we are the universe. The universe is inside of you and I, and we are tending towards greater and greater expansion and evolution. We are capable of incredible healing, compassion, connection, joy, ease, love. We are capable of changing our lives for the better any single day, any single moment, and finding frequencies that help us to vibrate in ways that radiate out joy and ease and healing for others. We are also capable of finding frequencies of chaos and destruction, of pain and suffering for ourselves and for one another. And we can radiate that shit out too. And we can not just radiate it, we can enact it with our own hands. We can enact it by being asleep. We can enact it by all sorts of atrocities. As I'm sure you know, you just turn on the news. You'll see what humans are capable of. Now, the question I have for you is, what are you going to choose? Because you are a divine being. No one is controlling you unless you allow it. So what are you going to choose? I hope you choose something that makes future you proud, And I'll catch y'all in the future. Bye.